And I welcome you back to the Debritic channel, and today we are talking about California. We are looking at a live view of Lake Oroville. You can see it is cloudy and raining possibly there, and I have everything you need to know. You definitely tell it's very foggy, and we are going to get right onto it. Today we are going to start off at windy.com, so with further ado, let's roll on out to windy.com now. As we roll out to windy.com, you can see we're going to start with weather warnings, and you can see that there is going to be a winter storm warning for the Lake Oroville area. They're expecting 1 to 2 feet. Winds gusting as high as 55 miles an hour, so it's going to be very windy on top of the snow. Travel can be very difficult to impossible from travel delays, snow-covered roads, chain controls, reduced visibility at time, and possibly road closure. Gusty winds could bring down tree branches. So if you're within anything, snow levels being from 4,500 to 6,500 feet, the heaviest snow expected above 6,000 feet, with snow rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour. Let's go out to the live radar and see what's possibly going on currently. You can see a little bit of precipitation here coming along in the area. Fresno, Yuba City, Eureka, and Crescent City, you can see all those. You're getting either rain or snow possibly. Let's go to the satellite and see what's going on. You can see this massive satellite picture. Most of the United States is covered in clouds currently. We'll go over the last 12 hours and you can see this system start to kick in here. Here we are at the satellite. You can see that this system out here by Hawaii is kicking up, so you're getting a little bit of an atmospheric river possibly coming into this area. You got a low pressure up here, a low pressure down here that is driving this moisture in from the Pacific. Down here is dry, especially down south. My friends in Phoenix, my friends over in Havasu, you guys are having a nice sunny day. Los Angeles, you can see the Midwest is completely cloudy, and you can see the snowpack here in the Colorados. I'll be doing a Colorado River update for those of you who be wanting to check that out tomorrow. You can see this massive low pressure spinning right here. It's really comes into fruition right about here. You could see it, and it continues to grow and get stronger as it hits the coast, and that's what's going on there. Let's see what the 10-day forecast entails here over the next 10 days. Now this is the European model. They're predicting quite a bit of rainfall here, almost 8.46 inches. Now, is the GFS calling for such a thing? They're calling for about half of that. So we'll see which one wins. They were pretty aggressive before, if you recall. Both of them have been completely wrong quite a bit this year. So the GFS is calling for 5 inches over here and 6 inches over here. If you live in Crescent City, you're talking almost 7 inches possibly. Happy Camp's going to get about 6.4. Mount Shasta is going to get about 3.11. Eureka over here could get 4.5. Let's go back to the European and see what the difference is. They're calling for 6. So they're pretty close together, but they're calling for a lot more over here, maybe 11 possibly inches at around the Mount Shasta area. Now, I'm sure this is new snow and not all of it. You go back to the rain accumulation, you're talking 11 inches, and you go to the snow amount. So this is a warmer side at 17 inches. Now over here, they're talking almost 51 inches. Down here, just to the north of Chester, they're talking about 52 possibly inches. Now the GFS is only calling for 12, so they're not even close to agreeing. So we'll see. That's going to be an extreme event possibly coming to Mount Shasta. If that comes to pass, we will see. As we roll out over to East Quincy, they're calling for 12. Let's go to the European. They're calling for 12 there, so that's spot on. We go down to Bear Valley down here. They're talking about 44.5 inches. They're calling for 44.3 inches. We go to Yosemite Valley, 17.2. We go to Mammoth Lakes, 21.1. We scoot in here. We could see Tahoe City, 27.6. Truckee up here, 28.9. South Lake Tahoe, 23.2. And you can see that quite a bit. We scoot on over to Carson City, not as much here on the other side of the slopes, 5.5. Over to the north of Bear Valley, about 46 inches potentially coming. We come down to Bridgeport, 12.4. We scoot on down to Yosemite Valley, about 17 inches. Mammoth Lakes, 21 inch. Crowley Lake, about 17.9 inches. And Bishop, they're calling for 1.9. Over here, 33 inches. Fresno, absolutely nothing. And you can see as we go all the way down to almost Lake Isabella here, they're calling for 0 at Lake Isabella, but up here, 6.3. So we'll see what happens. Let's go check out the snow report and see what it's currently sitting at. We are at the snow water equivalent, and currently we're at 48%. That was a lot better than the last report. We were like at 16, so we come up quite a bit. Now we're only 21% for the April 1st average. We'd like to be a lot higher here, but we will see. If there's more snow coming, this will be real good news for the northern, if that's accurate. Central's 46, 21, and the South's 31 and 14. So we were sitting much better last year at this point in time. Overall, as a state, you're currently sitting at 99 stations reporting 5.2 inches of water equivalent, 19% for the average first, which is higher than the South, but not as high as the North, and 42% for your overall date. So we will see what ultimately happens. We'd like to be a lot higher, but it is what it is. And let's go out to Lake Trinity first and see what's going on there. As we roll out to Lake Trinity, you can see that the current water level is 2,287.77 feet, and that was Saturday, January 13, 2024 at 2 p.m. The level is 82.23 feet below full pool of 2,370. Over the last 24 hours, Lake Trinity is up 0.21. Over the last 7 days, Lake Trinity is up 6.17 feet. Over the last 14 days, the lake is up 6.0 feet. Over the last 30 days, Lake Trinity is up 3.19 feet. Over the last 120 days, the lake is up 0.90 feet. And over the last year, the lake is up 75.95 feet. Your inflows are currently 45.12 feet. Your outflows are 0, as they generally are there. I don't know why. And we go out to Lake Trinity's graph over the last 3 years and see what's going on. You can see that the current top of the glory hole's 2,370. In 2021, the lake was 2,221.16 feet. Last year, we were looking at 2,199.61 feet. Today, we are at 2,286.59 feet. Your record high is 2,378.34 feet. Your record low is 2,120.20 feet. And dead pool's 2,100. Percentage of capacity, we're currently at 54.03 feet. And over to Lake Shasta we go to next. As we roll out to Lake Shasta, the current water level is 1,014.59 feet, and that was Saturday, January 13, 2024 at 2 p.m. The level is 52.41 feet below full pool of 1,067. Changes since yesterday, the lake is up 0.17 feet. Over the last 7 days, Lake Shasta is up 4.36 feet. Over the last 14 days, the lake is up 3.48 feet. Over the last 30 days, the lake is up 2.59 feet. However, over the last 120 days, the lake is down 9.89 feet. Over the last year, however, the lake is up 49.50 feet. Your inflows are currently 12,432. Your outflows are 6,188. Let's go check the last 3 years here and see what's going on. Your full pool level is 1,067. In 2022, the level was 927.55 feet. In 2023, the level is 965.09 feet. Last year, we were looking at 1,014.59 feet. Your record high is 1,066.94 feet. Your record low is 836.68 feet. And dead pool 737.75 feet. Percentage of capacity, we are currently 69.37 feet. Up to Lake Folsom we go next. As we roll out to Lake Folsom, your current water level is 411.86 feet, and that was Saturday, January 13, 2024 at 2 p.m. The level is 54.14 feet below full pool of 466. Changes since yesterday, the lake is down 0.03 feet over the last 24 hours. The lake is also down 0.29 feet over the last 7 days. The lake is up 0.96 feet over the last 14 days. However, over the last 30 days, the lake is down 0.3 feet. Over the last 120 days, the lake is down 24.36 feet. Over the last year, Lake Folsom's up 5.89. Your inflows are 1,961. Your outflows are 132. And we go check out Lake Folsom's graph here. 466 is full pool. 2022, the level was 423.62 feet. This year we're at 411.86 feet. Your record high is 467.23 feet. Your record low is 347.56 feet. Percentage of capacity, we are currently at 47.46 feet. And for the final stop tonight, we are going to head on over to Lake Oroville next. As we roll out to Lake Oroville, your current water level is 821.90 feet. And that was Saturday, January 13, 2024 at 2 p.m. The level is 78.10 feet below full pool of 900. Changes since yesterday, the lake is up 0.04 feet. Over the last 7 days, the lake is up 5.05 feet. Over the last 14 days, the lake is up 5.8 feet. Over the last 30 days, the lake is up 1.56 feet. However, over the last 120 days, the lake is down 20.66 feet. Over the last year, the lake is up 54.58 feet. Your inflows are currently 1,393. Your outflows are currently 19. And we go to the graph here, and you can see this graph here, 900 for your full pool, 733.24 feet for 2022, 767.32 feet for 2023, 821.90 feet for 2024, 902 is your record high, 628.63 is your record low. Percentage of capacity, we are currently at 69.22%, so we're still in the blue. We get to the yellow whenever it gets to 66.66%. And that is all I have. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you're having a blessed day, and we will see you on the next one. God bless.